Hello, welcome to another adventure. This one is going to be a doozy, I think. The skies are darkening and the clouds are looming. There's this funny feeling in the air. It's like that anticipation of the calm before the storm. It's going to rain heavily tonight, and then come morning we're going to have heavy snow. This is the kind of weather I love to go out hiking in. Absolutely love it. And you can bet when I saw the snow on the forecast, I was packing my bags straight away. Come on. So even though it started to rain, I'm holding off putting my raincoat on because it's too hot. I'm just going to end up sweltering in it. The rain is here. So this is our spot. This is home for tonight. It feels so familiar. I just love this place. I've been here a couple of times to camp and it just has such a good feeling about it. Every camp I've had here has just been so lovely. I'm so looking forward to having another night here. So the plan is going to be to get the tent set up first. I've got my Exped Beast 2 tent with me, and the great thing about this tent is that the inner and the outer are connected together, so you can put it up when it's raining because it's not going to get rain inside the tent. Hello girl, you're getting wet. Good thing I've got a towel for you. From time to time people will make comments like, I don't know why she doesn't put her rain tarp up first. And usually if you ask people, they'll tell you why. And there's usually a pretty good reason for it. So for me, if I put the tent up before the rain tarp, it's because the ground is quite lumpy and bumpy and there's only one or two places the tent can go. So if I put the tarp up first, I can't position the tent in relation to the tarp in the way that I want to. That's the reason. This is indestructible, and I think if you're coming out knowing you've got heavy rain and snow, you need to be prepared with an indestructible tarp. Look at that. I love it when there's a tree right where you want it. So I just need to make sure there's enough fall on the tarp that it's not going to get any pulling. But at the same time, I don't want it down too low because I want to be able to see the view. It's a happy balance. What do you think, Indi? Is it pretty awesome? Is it pretty awesome? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's getting close to dinner time. Oh yeah. How about I get my stuff into the tent and then I can feed you some dinner. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's raining quite hard now. I think that I got that tarp up just in time. Hey. Here's your towel. I'm not going to towel you off yet though. I'm not going to towel you off yet because you're going to go back out in the rain, aren't you? before it gets cold. This is what she wants, isn't it? Oh, you're sitting. Oh, you're such a good girl. Do you think I should just feed you now? Looks like I am, hey? Alright. I haven't given Indi any water yet because she has been drinking out of all the rivers en route. And there's a stream just down here, so she can help herself. But I will go and gather some water in a minute and leave a bowl out for her. Yes. Oh, I'm really not looking forward to it, but I absolutely must go and get some firewood. All the kindling is already going to be saturated. So before I allow myself to sit down and drink my apricot kombucha, I am going to go and collect firewood. Wish me luck. So happy with the quality of the wood that I managed to get. Oh, I'm so happy. Hello. It makes such a difference when you know you've got a good stash of dry firewood and you're not going to be fighting with the fire to get it going, to keep it going. One more chore left. Need to get some water and then I can sit down and relax. Now I can relax. I've got my firewood under cover here. I haven't sawed it up into log sizes and I haven't split it because I actually find the process of all the firewood gathering so physically draining. So I've done this part. And then a little bit later, I'll chop it all up, and then maybe in the morning I'll split it. Spread the load. Oh, that's delicious. So I decided not to have a wine or a beer today. I've got 3 boys apricot kombucha. So cheers to you guys. Thanks for joining us on this trip. Hey! Would you like me to dry you off? If I dry you off, you can't go back out into the rain. Yeah, dry yourself off. Nice. I've actually decided that I'm not going to light the fire tonight. I'm going to save the firewood and my energy for the morning. So I'm just going to enjoy my kombucha, and then I'm going to cook up a really simple dinner. I've got instant noodles, I've got pulled pork from our family dinner last night, and some broccoli, and I'm just going to cook that all up, have a little bit of dinner, and then I'm going to go to bed, because tomorrow's going to be a big day, and if we do get the snow that's forecast, I might be hunkering down here for quite a while. Chop some of the wood up into smaller pieces so that it's ready for the fire tomorrow morning. Indi and I are going to go to bed now, and we'll see you guys in the morning, unless something crazy happens in the night. Unfortunately, things are not ideal. So, I've had a great sleep so far. It's about 3:30, maybe it might actually be 4 o'clock now. I just woke up and heard a funny noise. Looked outside and the tarp had come down. So I've gone out to see if I can fix it. But the rain is quite snowy and icy. It's very, very heavy rain. It's got quite a bit of ice in it, and it's sticking to the tarp. It's just very, very heavy, and I couldn't actually get the tarp back up easily, so I've just laid it down. I've left it on the ground, mostly covering the wood, hopefully. Tried to move the wood back a bit, make sure that it's covered, so it's just lying on the ground, and I think I'm actually just going to leave it there until it's light, because I can't really deal with it in the middle of the night. I need to climb in under the trees, I need to get my wet weather gear on. It's probably better not to have to worry about it and just leave it lying on the ground, and I'll put it back up when it gets light. I'm just a bit worried now about the weight of the icy rain on the tent as well, because bends the poles. Good morning. We have a bit of snow. We have a bit of snow. I'm just warming my hands up and drying them off before I put my gloves on. I thought I could do this job without gloves on. I don't want to get them wet. And it's really hard to do fiddly jobs when you have gloves on, but they're getting so cold. So it was an interesting night, to say the least. I had such a good night's sleep until 3:30 when the tarp came down. We had really, really wet snow, so the snow was supposed to start at 7 a.m, but I was right. The weather system must be a bit early because it had started raining early yesterday and the snow started earlier, but it was really, really wet. I mean, it was just slushy. I'm going to show you in a moment. It's all accumulated on the tarp, but the weight of it just brought the tarp down. It actually just undid one of my knots, which has been there for forever. I don't know that I've ever had to redo the knot, but it just undid a knot somehow, the weight of it. So now I need to get all of this weight off the tarp and get the tarp strung back up again so Indi and I can come out. I've told her to stay in the tent because I don't want her getting wet when we don't have a fire to warm up with. So she can come out as soon as I've got the tarp up. Okay, let's get this done and then we can get a fire going. Look at that. Hey, it's snowing, pup. That's lovely, even though it's out there, which it has to be because I don't want to burn the tarp. It's so lovely and warm, isn't it? Without further ado, I'll give Indi her breakfast because I know that's what she'll want. some breakfast? Yeah? You don't really want to go out in the snow, do you? Okay. All right. That was a bit of a mission. The thing that I'm concerned about now is actually getting out with my car. I'm trying not to worry about that because I'm really enjoying this, but I need to be mindful of that. So I don't think I can afford to stick around all day. I'm going to need to get to my vehicle and see if I can get through the roads. So for breakfast this morning, I have brought with me bacon and I've brought a skewer and I'm just going to cook it over the fire. That's the plan anyway. I've got a piece of beautiful sourdough bread that I'm going to toast up and I've got some avocado to put on it as well. Now puppy, are you finished? Okay, can you hop off? Let's bring you back here. Put her there so I can sit out here a little bit. Oh, oh dear. I don't mind this Helinox Chair Zero, but I don't love it. It's so low to the ground. I mean, you just about might as well be sitting on the ground. And I actually don't mind sitting on the ground. The other thing we need is coffee. I'm going to get a coffee going first. Sitting by this fire, I'm just sitting here with my 2 woolen layers on and no puffer jacket. I'm not actually cold. I think I will cool down once I'm sitting for a while, so I'll go and get it. But it's surprisingly warm. I mean, you know when I say surprisingly warm, I'm not saying it's warm. It's just not as freezing as some of the other trips I've been on. I thought it was going to get to -3, but I had a look at the forecast and it's actually only -1. So that's not all that cold. Can I share your mat? Put my stuff there. Oh. I gave up on heating the water on the fire. It's taking too long. I need my coffee, you guys. Indy's retreated into the tent, so I'm going to use her sleeping pad and I'm just going to sit on the ground. I'm so much more comfortable. I often bring my chair thinking that it's going to be great and it just isn't. Hello! Was I talking about you? I see you sniffing. that's right. I've also got some mushrooms and garlic. So I'll do those over the pan, over the stove. I think it's just going to be too hard. It's even going to be too hard to cook my bacon over the fire because I'm going to have to go out there and get wet. Okay, I'm cooking over the gas stove. So if anybody asks, why is she cooking on the gas stove when there's a perfectly good fire? That's why. Don't want to get wet. Don't want to get wet. So I have checked the road closures because I have got just enough internet access here. And guess what? The pass is shut. So at this stage I can't get home, which is a bit of a problem. Well, the weather might be horrendous, but the food is delicious. Woohoo! I can't put my food in front of me because it's snowing in it. Here we go. Where's my spoon? So I've got toasted sourdough bread with avocado, salt and pepper, bacon and brown mushrooms. Oh, and garlic. Not bad for a bush breakfast. Amazing. The snow's really coming down now. I thought it was heavy before, but it is really heavy now. Oh, amazing. Had a little bit of a disaster about 10 minutes ago. The tent collapsed. The weight of the snow just collapsed it. So I'm just going to have to be vigilant and onto that all the time. Otherwise I'm going to bend my poles. The fire is amazing and I'm really enjoying it. It's certainly not roaring at the moment, but I need to chop up more wood to put on it. And I've decided I'm just going to enjoy what I've got there, rather than go to all the effort of chopping that up. And the reason for that is that it really is snowing heavily, and it's supposed to keep snowing heavily. So I actually want to walk out while the snow's not too deep. I've got lots of supplies at the car, so if we get stuck at the car, that's fine. I'd also like to be on hand if the road opens. They might only open it for a while. They might clear it and let cars through, and I want to be there when that happens. should enjoy my breakfast and my coffee. And then I'll pack things up underneath the tarp. That's the nice thing about having a tarp in these kind of conditions. Amazing, so exciting. I'm out of water, so I just got a whole lot of snow, put it in the billy, stuck it on the fire, and just started packing up the inside of the tent. And voila, I've come out and it's boiling. That's good news. I want to have a cup of tea. I'm not really ready to go yet. This is just so lovely. I'm caught between wanting to stay and enjoy it and the need to go and ascertain what the situation is back at the car and the road and the pass to get home. Indy! Hi there, Snow Dog. Hi, Snow Dog. You've been out exploring. Now, in case anybody's worried about Indy in the snow, please don't be worried about her. I am a very conscientious and caring dog owner. If you've watched my videos before, you know that. And I have sought professional advice regarding her breed and New Zealand conditions, and she's absolutely fine in the snow. It does not bother her one bit. Her paws are fine. She doesn't need snowshoes. They would bother her more than... It would bother her more to have them on than not to. She's absolutely fine. Hi, did you want to come and lie down here? Because I can make room for you. Come lie down here with me and the people. Good job. Hey, because we need to say thanks to the people, don't we? We need to say thank you so much for watching our video. This is not the end of it. I have no idea what's going to happen when we get to the car. The walk out is going to be crazy, so don't go anywhere. Oh boy, I have made the fire so smoky. I think when I bashed the tarp, oh sorry, I don't even know if you can see me. I'm going to get packed up. Just got to bring the tent down now, and I'll try and do that underneath the tarp so I stay nice and dry, and then I'll bundle the tarp up at the last minute. Looks like the fire's going to put itself out, but I'll kick some snow over it and then scatter the rocks so that it isn't a noticeable fire pit, because I don't like turning up to places and seeing fire pits. I like to pretend that I'm the first person to ever go to that place, which is never true, is it? But you know, it's a nice feeling to get somewhere and just feel like you're in the wild. But when you come to a place and there's a fire pit, it's like, no, someone else has been here before. So I'm going to get this fire pit dismantled and packed up. I'll tell you how bothered Indy is with the snow. 0. She's out there playing in it. Oh my goodness, my gear is so wet and dirty. Oh, I'm just thinking about the mission I'm going to have when I get home to get it all clean and dry. Do you guys like my new jacket? I've had that other sort of pink and red puffer jacket forever. Hello. And I saw this one on sale now that it's the end of winter, and thought, right, I'm going to treat myself. I'm treating myself with the money from my Buy Me a Coffee and YouTube Super Thanks donations. So thank you so much, you guys. Those of you that have left a small donation for the channel, for Indi and I, for some camping treats. We really appreciate it. I have bought 2 new hiking poles so that I can use those for hiking, but also for my trekking pole tent and this new jacket. I'm absolutely thrilled. Thank you so much. Be warned, if you're thinking of coming on a trip like this, these conditions are so brutal for your gear. Early this morning, the tent collapsed under the weight of the snow, and then again while I was having breakfast, and the poles have bent, so I'm going to need to get a replacement set of poles. So yeah, you need to factor that in. The conditions are not good for your gear. Great fun, an amazing experience, and I'm so glad I came, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Just bear that in mind. That's better. I just need a little bit more height. It's getting really frustrating working in a crouched position. Don't know why I didn't do that earlier. Good girl. Nearly ready to go, pups. Excuse me, pup. I've worked out a system. Pull the pegs out with this one. Do the fine work with this one. So far my hand's staying warm. Oops, sorry puppy. Right, let's go. Wow, this is so special. It's so pretty. I've never seen snow through here. This is incredible. So beautiful. Good thing I know exactly where the track is. I'm really familiar with this area. Otherwise it would be a bit dangerous to come out in the snow if you don't know where you're going. There are also poles here with orange tape on the top. It helps you see where you're going. Is that fun? Are you having fun, honey? Oh, you love this. Let's go. Cute. I'm going to put the phone away. I need to concentrate. And I'll catch up with you when we get to the truck. Let's see what the situation is. The pass is still shut, but I think what we'll be doing is driving up to where the gate is and sort of camping out there for the day until it opens. Well, the track heads into the trees here, but it's really hard to figure out where we're actually going to go in. There's so much snow on the branches. This is going to be fun. Right, brace yourselves for a bit of snowfall. Good girl. Ooh. We're on the homeward stretch. Yay! What a good sight. Yay! We made it, Indy. So the situation is that a roadworks person has been through. I'd say they're going through to check the conditions of the road. So as of 26 minutes ago, the road was still closed, the pass, but I'm hoping that will change once this fella gets back and reports to the big guy. Let's see what happens. It's sort of eerily spooky because there's no one else. Like, the only person that I have seen is that road working guy. And that's because we've been up in the mountains, and so everyone else who's around here who's got houses is obviously inside their houses. And the only car out here is the crazy who came in from the mountains. There's another pass further on. So this one's called Porter's Pass, and there's also another one called Arthur's Pass. Both of them are shut, which means nobody can get along this road whatsoever. There's no other way to get here. So if both ends of the road are closed, the only people that are out and about are people like me. Alright, the grader has just been through to clear the road. So I just stopped and had a chat to one of the guys that clears the roads and whatnot, and he said there's some trees down that they need to clear. So at this stage they're keeping the road closed until tomorrow morning, but he told me just to go through. So that's awesome. I think, you know, when you're driving a vehicle that's able to manage these sorts of conditions, they're not too worried. So yeah, he was really good about it. He just said, keep going, go all the way. Yeah, no worries. He's a good dude. Hey, so that means I'm going home. I'm getting home tonight, which is awesome. A great ending to a great trip. It was really challenging, full of all sorts of seen and unseen challenges, but I really enjoyed it, and I've come away from it with a massive smile on my face. It was absolutely brilliant. Well, there you go. It's a happy ending. I'll be home in time for dinner. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Indi and I will see you on the next adventure. Till then, bye.